guys, what's up? It's your bestie Evan. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight, guys, we are going to be reacting and talking about the 2026 Grammy nominations. So guys, I'm a couple days late on getting to actually looking at these, so I'll probably be like a week late posting my reaction to these. It is what it is. I'm just trying to get caught up, but I'm super excited. So I did write down some early predictions on what I think might get nominated for each category, and I have them on my phone here. So, album of the year, I'm thinking Man's Best Friend, Mayhem, possibly, I'm hoping So Close to What by Tate McRae. I assume Tyler the Creator will be in there for either Don't Break the Glass, or I feel like they might also nominate Chromacopia. Just a thought. That also kind of goes into pop vocal album, which I also see those, but I also could see them nominating like Wishbone by Conan Gray, The Great Impersonator by Halsey, Access All Areas by Flo, that kind of vibe. Let's do Song of the Year first. So I assume Man-Child will be there. I'm thinking Denial is a River by Doechii. Sue Me by Audrey Hobart is like my pick. I would really love to see Audrey Hobart get like some nominations here. I assume Golden by Huntrix will be there. Possibly That's So True by Gracie Abrams. That kind of vibe. Record of the year. I put down Jealous Type by Doja, Machine Girl by Adele. I would love to see Adele get a nomination here. Abracadabra, Lady Gaga, Sports Car, Tate McRae. I don't think they put her in Song of the Year, but I think they put it in Record of the Year. Song of the Year more focuses on like the songwriting. Record of the Year focuses more on the production. Vodka Cranberry by Conan Gray, Anxiety by Doechii, What Was That by Lorde, House Tour, Sabrina Carpenter. That's just the vibe that I'm kind of getting. Let's see, brand new artist. So I have Renee Rapp, Audrey Hobart, Cat's Eye, Leon Thomas, Lola Young, Adele, and that's my guess. That's my guesses for best new artist. I'm just going through these really quickly. And then I kind of ran out of time, but I did put 2 pop solo performances down, and that was Vodka Cranberry at the VMAs from Conan and Sports Car at the VMAs from Tate McRae, because those were both iconic. All right, so we're gonna go in the same order that I did those in. So first off, we did Album of the Year. So Album of the Year, the Grammy nominations are, I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. You can see the list here. It is the Bad Bunny's album. So I kind of expected they might mention Bad Bunny here. He's had a humongous year this year. Swag, Justin Bieber, that one surprises me just a little bit. I still haven't actually listened to Swag. I've heard Daisies, I think, is the only song I've heard off of it, so I don't know. I just didn't expect to see Justin Bieber's name. Honestly. Man's Best Friend, so I was correct on that. Let God Sort 'Em Out, Clips, Pusha T, and Malice. I don't know that one. I can't speak on that. Mayhem, Lady Gaga is correct. GNX, Kendrick Lamar. That was another one that I was considering putting, because I do love me some Kendrick, and I think that that was an amazing album, and I thought that maybe the Grammys might push to get him on the list there. But Leon Thomas, I did not expect Leon to get an Album of the Year nomination, but I'm here for it. I love me some Leon Thomas. Chromacopia, Tyler the Creator. I kind of figured that they would do a split of Chromacopia and Don't Tap the Glass, just because that's kind of where he falls in, like the way they were released. I feel like it falls in the middle of the window for the Grammys. So Man's Best Friend was bops. I loved it. I don't know if I want to say it for album of the year though. Mayhem, I feel like had a very strong start to the year because it came out in like the first quarter of the year, but I feel like it hasn't had a huge year-long impact. GNX, I feel like I'm still hearing songs from GNX around. Like, I still feel like I hear Luther, and just the other day I heard Gloria with SZA. Whacked Out Morals was on TikTok. But yeah, I feel like I'm still hearing GNX around. It's definitely not as much as it was when it came out, but that's to be expected. There's a lot of music come out this year. I would love for Leon Thomas to get it, honestly, because I think he deserves it. And that album is actually, the one song I've heard from it was so good. But I just don't know if they'll give it to a first timer, especially when you have some career like hit makers here in the list. And then Chromacopia, I would love to see Tyler take it. Honestly, Chromacopia, I'd listened to it again the other day at work, and it was just, it's still so good. So who do I want to win? Honestly, I'm gonna go with Chromacopia. But who do I think they'll give it to? I think they'll give it to Bad Bunny for his album. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it because I'll get it wrong. But I think that this year is going to be a little bit different for the Grammys. I don't think that they're going to do the typical, like, what you would expect the Grammys to do. I think they're going to try to be outside of the box. All right, Song of the Year. We have Abracadabra by Lady Gaga, which was not on my list for Song of the Year. That's fine. Anxiety by Doechii. So instead of them doing Denial Is a River, they did Anxiety, because I put Anxiety on Record of the Year. APT, Rosé, and Bruno Mars. Interesting. DTMF by Bad Bunny. I love that Bad Bunny is getting recognized for the Grammys this year. Like I mentioned, he has had a huge year, so as he should be getting recognition. Golden by Huntrix. I figured that we would have some K-pop Demon Hunter representation here. Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Was Luther on GNX? Yeah, it was track 3. Okay, I thought so. Manchild, Sabrina Carpenter. Wildflower, Billie Eilish. Interesting. I know she released it as a single later on after the album came out, but I didn't know if it was going to be... I didn't think it would be in the running for this, but... So, out of these options, I want Manchild to win. Who do I think that they're going to pick for Song of the Year? I think they're probably going to give it... I feel like I could see them giving it to Huntrix for Golden, or APT by Rosé and Bruno Mars. And honestly, if APT wins it, I wouldn't even be upset, because Rosé would get her first Grammy, and that would make it worth it to me. And I know the Grammys typically really like Bruno Mars, so that wouldn't surprise me at all. So, Record of the Year, DTMF by Bad Bunny, Manchild, Sabrina Carpenter. So they did Manchild for Song of the Year and Record of the Year. Interesting. Anxiety by Doechii, again, did Anxiety for both. They did. I don't know why they didn't throw Denial Is a River a bone. I think it definitely deserved it. Wildflower, Billie Eilish again. Abracadabra, Lady Gaga. So we're not gonna be doing Disease. Okay. Luther, Kendrick Lamar and SZA. The Subway, Chapel Roan. Okay. And APT, Rosé and Bruno Mars. So, like I mentioned earlier, Record of the Year is usually based more on the production of the song. Meanwhile, Song of the Year is kind of more focused on like the writing and like the songwriting and lyricism and that kind of stuff. So as much as I would love to see Doechii win it, I don't think that Doechii's going to win it, because number one, this is Anxiety is a song that was already out technically, because it was somebody that I used to know. Like, it already existed in the world. Abracadabra, I can see Abracadabra winning this over Song of the Year, because Song of the Year, there's There's not a whole lot going on. But as for like the production, there is a lot. Kendrick and SZA with Luther, I would more so see them winning Song of the Year first off. The Subway Chapel Roan, again, same as that. Put it in Song of the Year. Why is it in Record of the Year? APT, Roseanne and Bruno Mars. Why is it here? I'm going to say that I want Manchild to win it, and I think that they'll give Manchild the Record of the Year. But I'm also very surprised because we had songs like Jealous Type by Doja, which I know Doja's album apparently wasn't the commercial success that they wanted it to be. But Jealous Type was still such a good song. But we also had songs like House Tour by Sabrina. We had Sports Car. We had What Was That by Lorde. We had Vodka Cranberry by Conan Gray. We had songs that the production was so grand and we're not using them. Also, we're 3 lists in, and most of these names have been on at least 2. Like Chapel Roan and Leon Thomas are the only 2 that haven't been on 2, I think. So that's interesting. Next up, we'll do Pop Vocal Album. Swag, Justin Bieber. Man's Best Friend, Sabrina Carpenter. Something Beautiful, Miley Cyrus. Mayhem, Lady Gaga. I've Tried Everything But Therapy Part 2 by Teddy Swims. I love Teddy getting a nomination there. I think that he just has one of the best vocals I've ever heard. I think they'll give this, honestly, I'm gonna say it. I hope they give it to Something Beautiful by Miley Cyrus. I really do. I hope so. Who do I think they'll give it to versus who I want them to give it to? Want Miley. Who do I think? Man's Best Friend, Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina is turning into a golden child for the Grammys. She's a Grammy artist. That's just her kind of thing. Best Dance Pop Recording. Bluest Flame, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Midnight Sun, Zara Larsson. Just Keep Watching, Tate McRae, finally. Illegal, Pink Pantheress. So the only song on this list that I have not heard is Illegal by Pink Pantheress. Who do I want to win? Obviously Tate. Who do I think will win? Unfortunately, I feel like they're going to give it to Lady Gaga. I still think that they should give it to Tate or even Zara. Like, Midnight Sun is such a good song. I want them to go outside of their like normal picks. Next up we have Pop Solo Performance. We have Daisies by Justin Bieber. Manchild, Sabrina Carpenter. Disease, Lady Gaga. The Subway Chapel Roan. Messy, Lola Young. I love Lola in there. Love a little bit of Lola. Honestly, I would love to see Lola win. Honestly, I think that they'll give it. Honestly, I think that they'll give it to the Subway by Chapel Roan, and I think they should give it to Subway by Chapel Roan. I think that that's fine with me. I don't think that I'll be too upset with that. Next up, we have Best Pop Duo Group Performance. Oh, this category might be a bloodbath. Defying Gravity, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. Golden from the K-pop Demon Hunters, Huntrix. Gabriella by Cat's Eye. APT by Rose and Bruno Mars. And 30 for 30, SZA with Kendrick. So, why Gabriella is my question. Why also, they don't have an album out. They just have an EP or a couple EPs. But they don't have a full album out yet. Isn't that a requirement for the Grammys? Don't you have to have an album out to be for a Grammy? Interesting. I think that I want them to give it to Defying Gravity, Cynthia, and Ariana, but the Grammys hate Ariana. So I feel like they could honestly give it to I've been sleeping on Golden a lot, and it did have a very, very long run on the top one, the Billboard 100. So I'm gonna give it to Golden, honestly. So I want them to give it to Ariana and Cynthia, but I think they'll give it to Huntrix. Next up, we have Best Music Video. Young Lion by Sade, Manchild, Sabrina Carpenter, So Be It by Clips, Anxiety by Doshi, Love by OK Go. So I've only seen Anxiety and Manchild. I think that I could see them giving it to Manchild. I would not be upset with them giving it to Manchild, but I would also love to see Doshi get it because I feel like the Anxiety music video was just so cool to me. It was different. It was interesting. And then finally, the last category we're going to look at is Best New Artist. And it looks like I got a couple of them right. So the ones I got right, we got Lola Young, Leon Thomas, Cat's Eye. But we also in the mix have Olivia Dean. Man I Need was such a good song. The Marias, Addison Rae, Somber, and Alex Warren. Ordinary. Yeah, too, I'm sorry. Out of this list, which is interesting, because like I said before, why is Cat's Eye here? They don't have an album out. That's my issue. Why are the Marias here? I know that they're now the Marias, but they are also not a new artist, really. So I don't know what technicality they're putting them in best new artist on. I fully think I want them to give it to Addison Rae or Leon Thomas or Lola Young. Honestly, I'm fine with any of the three. Or Olivia Dean. I'm not a huge fan of Somber. I don't understand why Cat's Eye or the Marias are there. And then Alex Warren, I just haven't really gotten into enough to say that I would pick him as a Grammy artist, like winning artist. That's just my experience so far. But who do I think that they'll give it to? I'm going to say Lola Young. I think that they're going to give it to Lola. And like I said, I wouldn't be upset if they gave it to Leon Thomas. I wouldn't be upset if they gave it to Addison. I wouldn't be upset if they gave it to Olivia. I'd be fine with any of them. But who do I think they're going to give it to? Probably Lola. But guys, that is all 9 categories that I wanted to look at with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what your guys' picks are down below in the comment section. Let me know who you guys are rooting for. And if you guys know the technicalities for any of those artists I mentioned, let me know that too. If you guys want to see all of my Grammy reactions when the Grammys happen, that'll most likely get copyrighted and end up on the Patreon, which is linked in the description below with all my social media. Otherwise, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and hit the share button and share this video with a friend. It would really mean a lot to me. Also, if you want to turn on the notification bell, you'll be reminded whenever I upload new videos. Just saying. But I will see y'all in the next one.
Song downloaded.